up, man? Hope it's a smooth Monday night. Yeah, I think it's Monday. Storytime with YS, man. You already see the title. Now, when I tell you this story, you have all right to have your own perspective on what I'm saying, bro. So you could say YS is King Kaepernick, or you can kind of roll with what I'm saying, but this is only from my experience. You feel me? So the story pretty much is based upon how I feel like I experienced something extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial, bro. Excuse me, I had to burp. Now YouTube, this is for entertainment purposes only. Solely, I don't know, I could have been high on my mind, you know what I mean, off the gas, but at the end of the day, I'm just telling the story, man. Nothing too crazy. So before I even get into the story, bro, I like to kind of give y'all a concept or like details on what led up to the main part. You feel me? Because it's kind of relatable, or it's necessary in order to understand. So I ain't gonna lie, this story kind of took place in the summer, man. I don't remember exactly what summer, but it was a summer. The summer, kind of like when I told you I was trapping hard and doing all this stuff. Story takes place in the summer, man. I had just got out of a real relationship. You feel me? Boom, get out the relationship. I'm still in the crib that I was with the person within. You feel me? Because at the time, I was working. I always had a job, but I was trapping at the same time. But it was like I couldn't really move right now. So I'm staying. I decided to stay in the spot, bro. While I'm staying in the spot, the other gig I was working, I kind of had to get up out of there because I was trying to finesse him too hard and things went left. So I got up out of there. But that's the time and I was on back then. I'm not like that. I tell you all the time. So when I get up out of there, I'm thinking like, nah, I need to get another gig for some reason, even though I'm still trapping. So I go on Indeed, bruh. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even remember this job that I applied for, dog. I put this on my life. It was like one of the easiest jobs I ever got, but this was like a super official job, bro. When I say super official, I'm talking about like a job that is like a real professional would have. You feel me? But at the time, I wasn't really a real professional. I was like somewhat professional, like a finesser. Like I could make it. I could slide by just by putting a little effort here and there. But if I was 100, it would have been official. So I get on Indeed, bro. Boom, I apply for this. It's like a rep job. I ain't even read the description. I just put the app in, boom, submit the resume. I ain't gonna lie, back then I used to get mad calls. I don't know if it was the format of the resume or what it was, or they just need a worker. So, bruh, dude called me literally the next day. You feel me? The Marcus is down. What's up? What's up to everybody in the chat, man? What's up? Welcome to Storytime. So, dude called me. His name was Richard. Dude looked like, bruh, he literally looked like Colonel Sanders, bro. Same color head, same facial structure, the same glasses. It was crazy. So he called me and he was like, "Hey, is this YS?" I'm like, "Hey, this YS, professional YS." He was like, "Yeah, man, I would like to see if you're interested in the position of the rep." So I'm like, "Of course, I'm interested in the position of the rep, man. What? Can you tell me more about the job? I know how to be professional and all that, bro." So he starts telling me more about the job. Boom. And I'm like, yeah, it sounds like a job I wanna do. It says like, it's pretty much independent. You'll be your own boss. You just have to answer to me. I'll have someone else come and work with you and show you how things are. So I'm like, man, it's the job. So he like, I'm gonna fly out and come see you in on Wednesday. I'm like, fly out? I ain't never had no person had to fly out to come interview me and hire me. Like, what's going on with bro? But I thought it was like fraud because it sounded unofficial. This was like a while back then, like way before 2020 or something like that. So I'm like, all right. So I ain't thinking Buddy flying out. So Richard fly out, bro. Wednesday come, I meet him at the Applebee's. He buy me lunch. What's up, Emilio? What's up, everybody in here, man? He buy me lunch at the Applebee's. Get what I want. After Applebee's, he said we'll meet tomorrow at the store. So this was like a big company that was based down south, bro. And they had a lot of like contracts with a lot of home remodeling stores where I was staying. Like for instance, it'd be like Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards, like stores that have remodeling products, you know what I mean? Fixtures, all that. So they had like a contract with them. So I'm telling you, this really was like an official job, bro. So I'm getting fried back then and all that, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, for sure, let's do it. So at the time, bro, I'm pretty what is it, DIY, do it yourself, DIY, pretty good with DIY stuff. But I'm not like super DIY, like you dig what I'm saying? So this was like a DIY, like I could fix things here and there, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't say I'm like a super special fixer or nothing like that. You know, I'm decent. So I remember we went to the store and one of the stores was close to where I was staying at the time. And me and Rich walked around the store. He like, yeah, you'll be in the millwork section. The millwork section, they do like slab, glass inserts, door panels, fiberglass. You know what I mean? Wood, steel, fireproof, all that, dog. You know, windows. You know, Pella windows. You know, it's a lot of different brands. So he's like, yeah, our brand is over here. You're in charge of for over here. So sometimes I might send you like a pricing change. You have to update all the pricing change. You know what I'm saying? But this is your desk right here. I had a desk in the millwork section. And he's like, you don't have to answer to any of these guys. You know what I mean? Just answer to me. So what I would really be doing was taking care of warranty. So like, let me give you an example. Like, let's say Ryan, right? He went to Lowe's or Home Depot or Menards or whatever, man, and he got like some doors and glass inserts and you know those companies will come and install that at the crib for you, right? But they might not do a good job in the installation. So sometimes your door might not be flush. You know what I'm saying? Or it might have a draft, you know what I'm saying, under something slight, you know what I mean? Or you might have ordered like a 6 panel instead. You didn't get a 6 panel. You got like a sunset crescent. You know what I mean? A sunset crescent is like the full door, but then it has like the little glass citrus looking shape at the top. That's like a sunset crescent. So these are things I was in charge of, you feel me? So bro left, flew out. I was on the money. I was hot. Boom. Everything, he broke everything down. Then I had a trainer come from a whole different state, bro. So I'm like, dang, this child like really official, dog. So I have a trainer come from a whole different state. He spent like 2 weeks with me training me. But besides just training me, me and bro was going like an hour 30 away, 2 hours away, because these are places I would have to go. So he's taking me to all the other places I gotta go. These places are literally out the city, bro. They're like two hours sometimes, maybe 2:15. You know what I mean? Maybe 1:40 at most. So I'm really on the road, like road man. So it was crazy because I felt like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, God dropped this job in my lap to separate me from a lot of stuff I was doing and being around a lot of people. Cause there'd be times I'd be gone for weekends back to back, and dudes like, yo, where you at, dog? Where you been trying to chill with you? So while I'm on the road, I ain't gonna lie, this job was official, dog. Like, I'm going to Chicago, you feel me? I'm going to Michigan, you heard? Like, I was finna go to Kansas one time, you heard? But it's like I'm going all over, but I'm really driving though. But besides driving, I'm getting paid for every mile. Besides getting paid for every mile, I'm getting paid for every warranty completed, you feel me? On top of that, I'm getting paid my regular, wage, which was up at the time. So it's like I'm getting racking in bread. And I'm really doing all the DIY stuff, bro. I'm going to people crib, literally changing the whole door. Most of the time, the store would deliver it for me because I had like a sedan. You know what I mean? And then I had 2 tool bags. You feel me? Coming in there, utility style, dog. Knocking the door to replace the door is so simple, bro. You just gotta like get like a tool to knock out the hinges and loosen them up, and you could lift the door and then slide in the new door. You feel what I'm saying? But you gotta make sure all the measurements are right and all that. So I'm doing all that 2 hours away. bro, I'm talking about 3 hours away. Like, you feel me? Like, random people crib, though, you heard? Like, I'm talking about, bro, some of these cribs, they like in the forest, bro. Like, I don't want to say the woods, but it's like the forest, you feel me? So I'm just like, dang, where I'm going. Like, and then they had always, I never paid for a hotel. Or my hotel was good, bro. All my hotels was booked by this lady, bro. The lady was like, YS, where do you want to stay? And I say, find me somewhere where it's like food around, you know what I mean? This and that, you know. She was like, okay, and make sure it's not too far from the store. So she'll book all my tellies back to back. It was only one time. It just, the town was shady. So I was in a motel. I ain't really go to sleep. You know what I mean? I put the dresser behind the door. I'm up chilling, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know about this. This John look like something you see in like The Walking Dead for real. I ain't gonna lie. So the whole time I'm on the road, bro, I'm doing a lot of driving. I'm in the car by myself a lot. You know, I got mad time to think, bro. You know, I'm getting high though, like chop for these road trips, obviously, because I'm trapping at the time. I'm the plug, so I got endless amount of treated blow. So the best part is like I wasn't at the crib for guys come to my crib and smoke for free like that no more. I'm on the road for real. I wasn't really hanging out with them a lot. So it was literally like a long time, bro. That it was like God gave me to kind of like help me see things better. So I ain't gonna lie. Sometime I had to go for 3, 4 days. So let's say I stay in Vegas, bro. I'm gonna give you an example of distance. Let's say I stay in Vegas. I might have to drive to Cali, you know what I mean, and be in Cali for 3, 4 days just to handle maybe 2, 3 warranties, you know what I mean, and then come back to my city. But the worst part about going to these cities, bro, the workers and that work for the actual stores were haters, bro. They were haters. I ain't had to wear what they had to wear. I'm coming in fresh. I just had to have my vest on. That was a badge. Coming in fresh dip. So when I'm in my little office section in the millwork spot, they like, so what are you working on today? Like, hey, and I'll be like, it's just company stuff. You feel me? But they'd be hating. So I never really like chilling in none of the stores except for one store, bro. And it was because it was this cool white dude look like Santa Claus, bro. And all he did was focus on his work, crack jokes with me, chill. Never was asking me, what are you working on today? Because he wasn't my boss, you feel me? And he knew that. Like, he's like, man, you one of the top reps. I'm like, what you mean? Like, bro, I was one of the top reps. I had completed the most warranties for my state, bro. No cap. They hired people before that didn't complete as many warranties. No cap. This is what the dude who hired me told me in the end when I had to get off. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you how that happened. So at the time, bro, I'm taking the metal gas with me on the road because I'm in this city for 2 days. I don't know where I can get gas, so I got all that packed. So I ain't gonna lie, I was messing with shorties at the same time. I ain't gonna hold you. When I say I'm messing with dames, it's like, yo, bro, if I'm going to Cali, I got a dame in Cali, bro. If I gotta go from Cali to where Colorado, which is right by Cali, I got a dame in Colorado, bro. Like I might chill with her when I'm out there, you know what I mean? Just not to be bored, but it was literally like that everywhere. So I specifically remember I had to go, man, somewhere like closer up north or something like that, man. You know what I mean? And I had been chopping it up with this native bro. This native bro, she was decent, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. She was like overly stacked. When I say overly stacked, it's like, yo, cheeked up, you know what I mean? Dogged up, you know what I mean? Face too, like overly stacked. So I'm chopping it up with her. I finally gotta go out there. I link up with her. Everything smooth, copacetic or whatever, and I was supposed to be out there for like 3 days. So I ended up chilling with her the first night, just smooth vibes. Then I had to go to work the next day out there and do some stuff. So I went and did that. And then, Shorty came over, we kicked it. And then I left, but I had to come back another time. But nothing crazy happened this time. I drove home, but the reason I'm telling you about this time is because the drive, I'm gonna describe the road to y'all, bro. The drive is literally like a long road, bro. on the freeway, but there's a certain part in the freeway where it's like the road kind of dips. So imagine the road being steady like this for a while. You know what I mean? But then there's a certain part in the freeway where it's like the road, I don't know if the ground just lower a little bit, but it kind of dips. Instead of being up here, it dips. So it's like you kind of like would be able to see the horizon. You are like parallel with the horizon of the sky at that moment. If y'all get what I'm saying, I'm trying to describe it to y'all, bro. So if I'm driving, obviously I'll be driving, boom, boom, I'm driving. And when the road dips and I look this way, it's like literally I'm parallel with the sky level, if that makes sense. So I'm whipping, you know what I mean? This time nothing happened. I'm driving, bro. Road is cool, whatever happened, nothing happened. I get back to the crib and generally it take me like 2 hours, 30 minutes to get back from this city, bro. So I had to come back there another time, man. When I drove out there this other time, I ain't really had much to do except for like one warranty. So I knocked that out the first day. You feel what I mean? I got like 2 days there. So I'm kicking it with Shorty the whole time, and Shorty had to go to work one of the days, which was like the last day I was supposed to leave, right? So she ended up dipping because I had a telly, bro. So she ended up dipping because she had to go to work the next day. So I'm supposed to leave the next morning. But I ain't gonna lie, like I'm done with everything here. Like you feel me? I done did the warranty. I done kicked it with Shorty. And what else I gotta be here for? It's time. Something was just inside of me, bro. At night, like, man, let's just go home, bro. It's time to go home, bro. Cause I ain't even had to check out the telly. I could leave, bro. It's booked on my behalf. Like I'm strict. So some was just like, man, just dip, bro, just dip. So I'm like, man, I'm finna just get up out of here, man. You heard? So I get in the car, bro. It's like 9. Nah, it's like a little later than that. It had to be at least 10:30. Cause I wouldn't leave so late. It was at like 10:30. Cause I'm thinking like, all right, 10:30, what's that? 2 hours. Would I probably get home around like 1:10, 1:15, you know what I mean? Just thinking about the time in my mind. So I get on the freeway, boom, I'm driving. Before I get on the freeway, bro, I got super chopped. So I don't want y'all to say, oh, it's because you smoke the gas, bro. I regularly get chopped, bro. You feel me? That's like nothing. So I get super chopped, boom. I need to stay chopped for this trip, good music. And I'm driving. As I'm driving, everything's smooth. Boom. I'm making good time, tracking, making good time. And I wasn't even, I would say, about like not even a quarter of the trip in yet. You know what I'm saying? When it had probably turned to like probably 11, round close to midnight. And I was kind of approaching like the dip in the road where I told y'all it's like the road has a lower level at that point where you kind of parallel with the horizon. But bro, I put this on everything I love, bro. That night the moon was so big. Bro, when I say the moon was so big, it was almost like the moon was in the atmosphere, brother. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that because I got chopped, bro. But I had took Snapchats of this back then. I remember, I'm like, people were like, man, why the moon so big? Do. Because as I was approaching the valley, I'm looking like, dang, the moon big as ever, dog. The moon look like it's coming towards me. Like, no bluff. I swear on my life. And I ain't really know what to think, you heard? Because, bro, you're not supposed to be able to look out the window of the car and literally see the moon right there. You you get what I'm saying? Nah, bro, I'm talking about something how I feel like I experienced something extraterrestrial, bro. This was at late night. I'm on a freeway dolly coming from a whole nother state by myself, you know what I mean? And at some point, like I said, there's a dip in the road in the freeway where you kind of parallel to the sky, bro. If that makes sense, dog. It's like we at the same eye level. And as I'm looking at this particular time in the drive, bro, I'm telling you, the moon is like big, dog. It looked like a giant is right there outside the window, like. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm saying y'all probably gonna say I'm chopped, but I kid you not. And when I look, like imagine, let me give y'all an example. I like to give people an example. Let me use my shoes. Let me use my shoes. All right, check this out. So usually the moon supposed to be like right here, fam. And this is me driving, you dig? Normally. Sometimes if you look out, the moon is lower in the atmosphere, dog. Like it's dropped. But this time it was like literally like this joint was on Earth, dog. I'm not lying. Like this joint was on Earth. And at this particular point in the drive, I'm parallel with the horizon. So the moon don't even look like it's in the sky. You feel me? The moon look like it's literally right here. My car's right here. And this joint could swallow the whip. So I'm like, ain't no way. So as I'm looking at the moon, it's like, you know, I'm intrigued. I don't know what to think. Cause this is like a whole different type of experience. I ain't never seen this experience. So I'm like, ain't no way. First I'm trying to think like, how is the moon here? I'm supposed to have to look up for this jump. You know what I mean? I look to my shoulder is right there. It don't even make sense. So I'm trying to process that. And bro, I swear on everything I love, bro. When I looked, it looked like there was something on there. And I don't know what it was on there, but it looked like this joint was like a battery source or something. Cause it was like electricity, bro. Like 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 on top of the junk. Like imagine this it right here, right? And it's like electricity like on the surface of the junk. But then the electricity is charging some that's like chilling on it. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at this joint so hard, and I put this on my life. Dude, I got home like an hour early, bro. I'm not gonna cap to y'all. I don't even remember how. Bro, I made a whole song about this, and the song was, now I listen to the song kind of huff, but it's on my SoundCloud. Put this on everything, and dog, this junk was on Earth, bro. And I don't know if they threw me in that junk with them, but it was like a garage battery. Cause it was like I had a better view, like the best view. Like you not supposed to. Now I don't even do shrooms. I knew y'all was, bro. I knew y'all was gonna say that. This is a factual story, but that's why I said earlier in the video. I said, look, you can say I'm King Capper, capping it. You know what I mean? But this is from my experience. I ain't even know what I was experiencing, cause I ain't never seen it. I'm not supposed to be able to see that something that close. In my atmosphere, that junk was here. How did this junk get on Earth? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, ain't no way this the moon right here, dog. What is this? Is this like a spaceship or something? Cause bro, this junk was so big, dog. like, I wish somebody else was in the whip with me, bro, to see this junk. It would have freaked them out because it was like, and you know how you see in the movies when like the spaceship is really like coming up, but from far away to small as ever. But when it's coming up, you like, nah, dog, that jump huge, and that's how it was. So when I was looking at it, I put this on everything, man. Like I said, I'm not capping. It was like electricity on the jump, like static coming, like going all across the top of it. You know what I mean? But then at the top of it, it was like something on there. And I don't know what it was, but I saw something chilling on there. And while I'm looking at that, observing what that is, bro, I got home an hour early. I don't even remember. I don't even remember like a certain part in the drive. I just remember up until that moment. And then I remember the time of getting to like a certain other point in the drive. You feel what I'm saying? And I made a song about this jump, bro. It's called YsTerrestrial, and it was like, hop up and we going to the moon, to the moon. Like it was some realistic vibes, bro. It's like I made a song the next morning. You feel me? And I'm telling y'all this from like my perspective. Like I said, it doesn't sound like believable, you know what I mean? But this freaked me out. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't remember parts of the drive, bro. After that moment, I just remember looking at what was on there. Like, what is like if you see something? Cause it wasn't like, okay, how do I describe the perspective so y'all can get my perspective of how I was seeing the jump, bro? It wasn't like I had like it was literally outside my window, but it looked like if I stopped the car and got out and ran towards that direction, at a certain point, the moon would be right there. If that makes sense. I'm not talking about up in the sky, bro. Because I don't want y'all to think I was like, oh, the moon's so big in the sky. Nah, that's goofy. Of course. If it's in the sky, it's like it's in the sky. Nah, this joint was on the ground, dog. This joint was on the ground. Like, but it wasn't right by the car. It looked like it was just like hovering. That's the word I'm gonna say, hovering, bro. Not literally on the ground, but like just chilling or I don't know. You know how it chill up in the air? That how it would chill close to the ground. So I'm like, nah, ain't no way. And then that's when I noticed like the electricity's at the top. Cause I could kind of like see the whole thing and I'm like, bro, there's no way I should be able to see the whole part of the whole moon in perspective right now. That will really bust in my head. When I say bust in my head, it's like you just can't wrap your mind on what you're saying. Like, no, this is not what I'm seeing. And it was no one else on the road, fam. It was just me. And I remember specifically where the dips was at. There was mad, like, you know them billboards that be on the freeway? It was like some weird saying billboards on there. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, like weird saying billboards where it'll say like some weird advertisement or something like that. They were like 2, 3 of them on both sides. And when I went down, that's when I remember seeing this, John. It's like, bro, if we all was in the whip and y'all like, yo, YS, stop the car. YS, stop the car. And we got out the car and we ran to the right passenger window. We would get to a certain point where it felt like that John would be right there in front of us. You did what I'm saying? And I was so focused on trying to see what did I see that was on there. Cause that's what really freaked me out. And I got home an hour early. I put this on everything. So I don't know what that really was personally. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that was like either like an extraterrestrial experience of time travel, bro. Or I saw something that I really wasn't supposed to see. Cause I don't remember half the drive home, dog. I just remember getting to a certain point and being like, you know, dang, I got home, but then feeling like, dang, I got home early because I was thinking about it the whole day. Next day, I'm like, man, how I get home so early? That don't really make sense because I got home mad early. So them boys throw me in the moon with them. Said, hop up here, we go into the moon. Nah, I don't even take shrooms, bruh. I'm not gonna lie to you. All I do is smoke gas, man. And I done drove that road multiple times off the same tendencies. So when I say the same tendencies is like this, check it out. Let's say you somebody that smoke 5 times a day. Bro, I done drove that road regularly like that. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing over the top this time. It was all regularly part of my scheduled programming. It's like before I get on the road, I smoke a wood. Maybe 3/4 of the wood, half of the wood, you know, depending on how I'm feeling. If it's a long drive. But it wasn't nothing different that was in my daily routine. Like all y'all got routines. If you somebody that smokes 3 spliffs a day, 2 cigarettes a day, you're gonna do that regularly. So it was all regular programming, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. I either saw something that looked like the moon or something else. Cause what I saw it just didn't make sense, dog. It was like it just seemed like something out of a movie. When I say that's something out the movie, like imagine in a movie when people just really be looking up, but I ain't even have to look up. The jump was like right there. And I looked, I'm like, no way. And I'm like, no way. And I'm looking at the jump. I don't even remember paying attention to driving. But the only part I remember of this story is get home early and what I saw. You know what I'm saying? I put this on everything. I don't really remember if I was paying attention to the road at that moment, because I was so, bro, it's like you seen something you ain't never seen before. Do you know how intrigued you would be? Yeah, Scarface, it was like the whole moon, bro, but it wasn't in the air. It was, bro, it was like, I don't know how the moon stay up in the surface or whatever it does. Whatever it does up there, it was doing it like right here. Like right here. I should have to look up and be like, oh yeah, that's the moon. It's a full moon. But all I had to do was look right there. And it felt like if I got out the car and walked towards that, whatever that was, bro, I was gonna at some point like have it not far from me. And that's what was, he said that I threw crack in the middle. Nah, I ain't do nothing. I ain't do none of that, bro. Bro, I'm keeping it 1,000 with y'all. The crazy part about what I'm telling y'all is some of y'all have seen some stuff that literally blew your mind, but you didn't know how to believe it. You get what I'm saying? One way I'm a professional BSer. I already said y'all was gonna come in and say that. Nah, I'm being honest. Like, some of y'all, if y'all really sit here right now and think, all y'all right now, think right now, y'all done seen something that literally just your mind couldn't understand what this was, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And this was what I saw that night. It was like something crazy, bro. Like but I don't know. I be feeling like certain times, sometimes I see certain things as like a reveal. When I say a reveal, like I don't say too much on YouTube. This is only for entertainment purposes only. You know what I mean? I'm entertaining the chat, just conducting a live. So, but bro, it was something else. If I tell y'all what else I saw, y'all gonna be like, man, this man a liar. He's a capper. Pack unk up, pack him up, pack unk up. You know what I mean? But listen, so forget the moon story, right? I might have seen the moon, spaceship, something. I don't know what I saw, like, but if I could go back and have my old Snapchat account, because you can always go back to memories, I will upload those as shorts for y'all, man. But I lost that phone. I no longer had that phone. You know what I'm saying? So forget that story though, bro. Let's go to this story, right? This is another extraterrestrial story right here. This like some freaky stuff. I was scared. For me to tell you I was scared, I was like shook. But this was like, this wasn't no, I'm looking at the moon like I could walk to it. This person is right here. Now, you know, I used to love like Marvel, X-Men, all that, bro. All that superhero stuff, all of that, bro. Anime, all of that. I love anime, all of that. You know what I mean? I watch Yu Yu Hakusho, Death Note, Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, bro. I could list all the fire animes for y'all. Inuyasha, you know what I mean? Like, Gundam, you know what I mean? It's so much, bro. Cowboy Bebop. The list is endless, bro. You know what I mean? So, I'm working at this little gas station at the time, you heard? I was going around, I was really like working at mad gas stations. But I was like versatile, like I could work any spot. I just laugh when I think about it. Like, damn, I worked at a different location. So I'm at this location, right? Now I put this on my life, bro. This on my life, man. You heard? YouTube, this is only for entertainment purposes, man. You know your boy be smoking that pow. I'm trying to entertain the chat, man. So chat, listen, chat. So I'm at the G station, you heard? You know what I mean? I'm the top cashier, bro. I'm working every day, you heard? So I'm there Monday to Friday. We get paid weekly. I'm going dumb. Now, keep in mind, I'm knowing everybody that comes in regularly, you feel me? There's these two people specifically that come in regularly, but bro, they look like they're having. I'm not pocket watching them, but I'm telling you, they pulling up GMC, boom. They pulling up brand new truck, boom. They pulling up truck attached carriage with horse, boom. Homie, every time homie come, he cashing out at least 100, 200 snacks, gas. You feel me? And I'm not pocket watching, but I'm like, man, this guy's having his wife too. So I'm thinking like, dang, like, so one day they come in And I never really talked to his wife, bro. He was cool. So I asked him, I say, yo, what do you do, my friend? Like, you know, you always buying a lot of snacks and stuff like that. And then you had a horse one day. He said, oh, I own a farm. I have a farm. You know what I mean? He was like a Hispanic dude. You know what I mean? Shorty was like, I don't know, Hispanic too or something. So I love Hispanics, bro. Y'all don't get mad at this story, bro. Me and dude was cool, you feel me? But bro, something was up with this man's girl, bro. His wife was something else, bro. And it was like certain people just give you chills when they're around, you heard? And whenever dude was by himself, I never got no weird vibes from him. He'd laugh, talk with me and everything. But when his girl was around, he was like totally different. And it was like definitely like chills, like just a unknown chill around. Cause I'm right here. They like right here, bro. This is how the space of the cashier is. It's not like they far. They right here, so you could feel that energy. So I remember one day, bro, I was just looking at the lady, bro. This lady had like a bunch of bracelets, bro. I'm talking about she had probably like a 10 on each arm, like the clanking bracelets. She had mad rings. You feel me? I'm just giving y'all a description. She had, you know what I'm saying? Hola Ezekiel, ¿cómo estás? She had like, boy, I'm talking about like them chains, them circular chains that like look like a band, like you got a band on your neck, a spring on your neck. She had that on. She had mad, like just dark features. She was just scary, bro. Like I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't trying to say anybody that dressed on that style is scary, but she was scary, bro. Her demeanor was scary. Everything about her was scary. So one day, I ain't gonna lie, son just told me just observe her because she bought the donuts. Usually we had the donuts in front of the cashier. So I'm just in the cut. But I'm in the cut where she don't know I'm observing her, bro. Not on no creepy but I'm just got a weird vibe from the lady. So as I'm observing her, it's like she knows. It's like somehow she knows I'm observing her, gang, because she's like sideways, but she not directly looking at me. So she kind of turns around. She directly looks at me. And when she directly looks at me, bro, she almost looks like she looked like a werewolf. Like, bruh, this was crazy. Now y'all looking like I'm off the perks at the job. I put this on everything, dog. It was like she wanted to show me like what was really going on. You feel me? Nah, bro. Scarface, I put this on, bro. This one thing I don't like about y'all. I tell y'all, bro, like right now I'm chopped. This me normally. You feel me? Back then I'm chopped. That's normally. I've been getting chopped for like consistently for mad long. That has no effect on what I see, bro. I'm telling you, like when the lady looked at me, and when you know how a dog snarls, like you know how a dog would snarl, right? Like and then the wrinkles come right here, but more like how I look on the dog. Boy, this lady was literally showing me that shit, bro. And then it looked like her face was going back like how I like a wolf face would, dog. So I just looked away. While I looked away, she like walked to the other aisle, homie. And then I ain't even want to ring her up. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't even want to ring her up, dog. I put this on. No, I did not. Yes, Scarface. Yes, dog. Cause I was looking like you looking like no way you just saw what you saw. You're tripping. And I'm like, nah, no way. And it's like, nah, bruh. Cause I'm looking like, how did she, bro? The lady was looking at the donuts. When you looking at the donuts, them joints just in the thing, bro. You're not really looking this way or this way. You looking in the glass. So I'm standing right here, the cashier, like not too far from there. And I'm like, man, something's off about this lady, bruh. I don't know what it is, but something just don't seem right, dog. Like something inside of me is just telling me that, dog. So as she's looking at the donuts, I'm like, man, what is it? Yeah, she got all the beads. Like, boy, she got the slinky bead. Slinky, you know how the slinky is? The slinky joint? She got the beads on that level. Boom, both arms, slinky beads. Then she got the slinky neck chains. So besides the clothes and all that, I'm looking like it's something else. Cause I see people dressed like that and all that, but I'm like, nah, it's something else about her. And when she turned around, boy, and looked, she looked directly at me and showed it to me. I looked away, dog. I didn't even want to look at her. I looked away, like walked to the back, because I was working on somebody else, but they was doing something else. So I just stayed in the back and they rang her up. I ain't never saw her again. Nah, dude, there was like something you didn't even expect. It was like, it would have freaked you out. It was like something like the movie, like, you know how Wolverine face a change, right? Y'all know how Wolverine face a change in X-Men. This was what was happening right there. And I'm like, is that Wolverine? This ain't look like Wolverine, fam. This look like Sheeterine. Like, she look like she about to get your boy after work. I'm not gonna lie. I looked away. I was freaked out because I'm looking like, what the heck? What is this? But I done seen some freaky stuff, man. Yeah, but I feel like it's like, thank you for saying that, organic machine. It's like she felt that I had what's the word, man? What's the word? Suspicion. You know how like you got suspicion about a person, right? You just don't know why you have the suspicion about the person, but then it's something that's there that's like, nah, man, it's something, it's something off about this person. So I felt like she knew I had suspicion about her, bro, and she was like, man, let me just show him why he's been feeling like that this whole time. You know what I mean? And she literally, but it was like a split moment where, bro, it was nobody around the lady, and I don't know if it's because they felt what I felt. You know what I'm saying? Cause bro, she was a nice looking lady, but it was something off about her, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like other people probably could feel that too, but they wouldn't really be around her like that when she was in Stowe. She was like a nice looking lady, Scarface, but it was like you just was kind of scared of the lady somehow. You know what I mean? And dog, when she looked at me, I looked away from her. I swear on my whole life, I looked away because I didn't want her thinking like I'm ready to battle her or whatever. Like I'm looking like I just thought you was kind of off, but now you now you Sheeta Rain, you something different. You more than off. You Sheeta Rain. I respect you, man. Let me just go in the back because brides are closed. And I remember I used to always see her man's late. I used to see her husband, he'd come in there late sometime, you know, she'd be with him. But when she was with him, he was not the same type vibe. He was different. He more like serious. When he was cool, when he's by himself cracking jokes like, hey, Migo, you here all the time, you know, mucho dinero, mucho dinero. You know what I'm saying? And when she was there, it was none of that. Gas on that pump, all right, all the snacks in the bag. You feel me? And at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie, I'll never forget seeing that, bro, because like I said, sometimes you experience things you try to tell people and it sounds crazy. Sounds like you might have been snorted, like I snorted 20 lines, came for my shift off the works or something. Nah, I had normal routines that I would do, bro. Nothing was different. It was like I felt something about a person. You guys been around people, you just feel something about them. I know some of y'all in the chat, it's a lot of y'all in here. Y'all been around certain people and just something was, your instincts was telling you like something not right with this person, something not right with this person, something not right with this person. And sometimes you was right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe further down the road or whatever, but you was right. And it was one of those situations where I was like, nah, I was freaked out, boy. I thought that lady was trying to eat me after work. You know what I mean? She was looking at me like, yeah, you see me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's definitely that organic. Cause bro, y'all, what y'all gotta understand is this: when you work at a gas station, you see so many women, bro, beautiful women. You see a lot of different beautiful women. None of these beautiful women ever made me feel scared of them. Like 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 something. You know how your Spidey senses would be tingling. You know what I mean? Like the hairs are raised up on your arm and the back of your neck. That's how it was every time she was in the store. So I'm just like, what the heck? But she wasn't ugly, bro. She was not. Body was nice. Her face was nice. She was just dark. Like something was just dark about her. That's how I felt. And she showed it to me. She like, yeah, you right. This is what it is. And I'm like, yeah. Let me go to the back. Let me go to the back, man. Cause I don't think I'm ready to fight that type of vibe right now. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, nah, she wasn't even white. She was Hispanic, boy. She was Hispanic. I never forget. Yeah, Hispanic lady. And I had started talking to some of my Hispanic homies, and they was telling me about like something called a bruja. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, Holmes, you probably only some of the Hispanic homies believe me. They're like, yeah, Holmes, you probably seen a bruja or something. I'm like, bruja? He like, yeah, yeah, Dorado, yeah. He like, one of my boys, he was calling me on that. He like, there's some out here. A lot of times they have a lot of money, bro. Like, like when he said that, I was like, okay, I got you. Cause it added up. But bro, I'm talking about these people pulling up having. And Autumn, I ain't trying to say you like that though. Cause I got people that wasn't. I've been to their crib, had the beer, tacos, chilling, watched the movie, drunk Coronas, ain't seen none of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Dorado said he ready to take some potion. Nah, Dorado, you gotta control your lust, bro. Nah, Dorado said, he said, I don't care if she's a bruja. If she looks good, I'm hitting that raw. Nah, Dorado, you gotta chill. That's how you get that potion put inside of you. Dorado is wildin'. You know what I mean? I wasn't going for that out. Bro, you wouldn't even be able to think like that because dude, the lady presence scared you, bro. Her presence was like it's like being around a Thanos person or some shit like that, and you're like, something's off. You know what I'm saying? Something's off. And I know a lot of people in here have been around people like that. You like something just off about a person, there was just a person that just creeped you out to a certain extent where you just knew something was wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? Something was wrong with him. Her man's, I ain't never got the vibe from him. But I'm already thinking he might have knew when she was on, like, or how she was, and she probably, I don't know, man. She probably always been like that, and this is how she lives. You feel me? But she kind of showed me a glimpse of this shit, bro, and I was like, no way, this lady is something different. And then I literally deed off out of there. I ain't come out till she was gone, cause I'm like, man, I don't want her come eat me after work. I close, bro. I'm the last one closing the store, bro. Oh, I got mop the joint, lock the door. I'm thinking she in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Where them silver joints, where them silver mags at, you heard? Nah, I'm stupid, you heard? All right, I might need some silver chains, silver pants. So he says stay out there, Paulie. Nah. I know some of y'all done had crazy experience, man. Talk about some of y'all crazy experience in the chat, man. I'm gonna read them out loud, man. Some extraterrestrial that you probably seen. Nah, I did. I didn't want to be one of those guys that would keep staring at that type of stuff because I was freaked out. So he said, "Where you from, bro?" I'm originally from West Africa, bro. But most Africans, when they come here, they live in the East Coast. So I was living in New York. You know what I mean? Then I moved from New York to the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? So that's my where I'm from story for real. I'm from the Ivory Coast. It's an island. Then I came to New York. When I first came to New York, I was impressed by the skyscrapers. I was like, wow, look at the buildings. You know what I mean? I was a youngster at the time, for real. Like, I was probably like 9. You know what I'm saying? I remember having to stay home because my cousin and them had to go to school. I didn't even, so when I first came, I stayed with my auntie and them for a while. I had like 6 cousins. So we all they all had we'd be hanging out after school, but I couldn't go to school yet. Yeah. So they'd be at school, most of them, and I used to hang out with my older cousin Abel. So we'd just walk around. He'd take me around the city and stuff like that. I remember seeing like white girls for the first time. But I remember all this, dog. You know what I mean? And him telling me like, yeah, cause Ivory Coast, bro, in South Africa is white people there, cause it's very established. South Africa is very established, but the Ivory Coast is not like super established to the point where white people want to go there. You know, white folks always want to be where its resources and things are established, bro, which makes sense. So they go to South Africa. So you gotta imagine being an Ivory Coast. I'm not seeing white girls. So when I come to New York, I see white girls for the first time. I'm like, yo, my cousin like, yeah, that's this those are white girls. You know what I mean? Like he's a New Yorker, so he really he really put me down on what's going on and all that. You know what I'm saying? But that was a good question though, bro. But that was like when I first came to the States, man. Now I remember we had like this toy store on the corner. We used to go there and get toys and all that. Out of all my cousins, I used to have problems with my cousin Lawrence, bro. My cousin Lawrence was like, he just was a bully. You know what I mean? He just, we playing WWE. He mad, he throw the controller at you. You made my controller vibrate. I'm talking about 4 lunch. Trying to fight you, you heard? He said, look, kids, a white dude, South Africa, one of the last countries I want to go for. I want to visit Central Africa. Not facts, but South Africa is the vacation spot though. Organic machine. It's just it's a lot of things out there that like other places of Africa wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? Kenya, Nairobi's established too. Ghana is starting to get established slowly, but it's just South Africa is really the spot. You know, Morocco, all that stuff, man. Like he said, questions. I am bullied by black folks and they push me down, take my lunch money, and also say mean things to me. Is it wrong if I'm racist towards them and try to avoid them? I mean, being racist doesn't really make you feel better, bro. It's like anybody can be racist, but the most you would do is you have to avoid them. Everybody got bullied, man. I done told stories about how I used to get bullied. You know what I'm saying? I used to get bullied by my enemy's big brother until I fought his brother. That's what kind of you gotta take some boxing lessons, bro. Yeah, and in middle school, you know what I'm saying? I used to get bullied by a high schooler because I had got into a situation. His brother was my age, so race don't have nothing to do with getting bullied, bro. Everybody gets bullied. It's like you gotta learn to like stand up for yourself, and if you're fighting a bunch of people, you just gotta avoid them and start taking boxing lessons to where if it's really do or die, you can know how to squabble or defend yourself at least. In school, is controlled, so y'all ain't gonna be fighting that long. That's all I'm gonna say. The teacher's gonna break that up in under 130. You know what I mean? Don't be fighting them outside. So you get in some boxing classes, learn the self-defense. If you have no other choice and you have to fight them at school, that's not too horrible. But don't do it on if you got 2 more years or something, if you gotta see those type of people, bro. You feel what I mean? It don't make sense because they're not gonna let that go. You know what I'm saying? Seb said HOA, homeowner associations. Yeah, don't just learn self-defense, broski, and avoid those guys, bro. Everybody should learn self-defense. That's necessary in life. It doesn't mean you're the aggressor, but it's good to have self-defense just in case your life is on the line and you can defend yourself if you don't have another choice. Take boxing, take karate, take jujitsu, take UFC practice. You could learn a lot in like 2 weeks, 1 week. He said, but the bell said no to run away. Nah, that's facts. That's why I said he shouldn't do that if he has 2 more years with these guys. It's not worth it. Because some people don't in school, they don't like losing. And then things are not the same from when I used to get bullied, man. Like back then, you fought the bully, he might respect you, leave you alone. Now it's like you getting jumped by like Organic said, you getting jumped. You beat up somebody, they getting their friends, they're gonna jump you. But just separate yourself, bro. You don't have to be in the same classes with those guys. That's the best part. You know what I'm saying? Organic. That's why I started boxing and I got a firearm. The same reason you just listed. That was the reason why. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know if I know I got lucky in that situation, but if it was like different individuals, I was so off my square, it could have been horrible. You know what I mean? I could have came out of there really messed up, bruise wise or whatever, or scar wise. You know what I'm saying? I kind of got unscathed. He said, I'm going to college soon, so I won't be there. So, yeah, just ignore it till then, man. Hey, Caesarism, you got a lot of great things that makes those guys want to bully you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes somebody sees that you probably a well carry yourself, they're jealous, and that makes them want to bully you. So just stay focused. I like the fact that you said you going to college soon. When you go to college soon, you got a whole new life. These losers, they're gonna be back there trying to bully people in the neighborhood because they think they could bully people in high school. He said, my friend saved me though. I gotta remember that. Man, it was me versus 8 dudes, couple years older than me, and he ran in and pushed them to give me a chance to get up, and we booked it. Facts, cause ain't no fighting 8 guys. You thinking you fighting 8 guys, you're bugging, bro. And that's what the movie will do to you. You might see Jean-Claude, dog. 8 guys, 1 or 2 guys trying to tackle you off rip. Even take away 5 and give you 3. One of the 3 guys is gonna try to tackle you, bro. So why try to fight 8 guys? You don't have, unless you got superpowers or you literally train fighting 8 guys in your gym where they just have mad 8 guys. Ain't no fighting 8 guys, bro. If you just got in the gym and they got 9 dudes that run up on you, Now I'm cracking up even describing this. And you giving it to some or some giving it to you, then yeah, you can fight 8 guys, bro. You got it. But if you not like that, bro, you gotta get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple times me and my cousin had to get away from some older dudes. These dudes is like juniors, bro. He's like 8th graders. We go play basketball. They talking trash, so we talk trash back. They trying to fight us. We gotta get up out of there. These dudes is big. You know what I mean? He said, bro, let me hear your opinion on the fight. On a fight where you swinging on the op. What fight? He said, I wasn't trained. 1v3, I knocked 2 out, and the other cracked the. Yo, hey, Weez IRL, you just took me out with that, bro. You heard me scream, laugh, bro. He said, I wasn't trained. 1 versus 3, I knocked 2 out, and the other cracked a cinder block over the back of my head. Still fine now. They are. Nah, but that's like you. I'm glad you're fine though, bro. But imagine you wouldn't be fine. A cinder block bust your skull. You know what I'm saying? And you mentioned the right statements. You say you wasn't trained. It was 1v3. Those are double L's. And in that situation, it's like you gotta realize, like, nah. I'm of course you got potential to win, but it's something that's gonna go wrong. Cause somebody is like you said, somebody bust a cinder block over your head. Thank God you straight, but that could have went left. You could have had a brain aneurysm, brain trauma, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's like, bro, if it's not one-on-one, what are you trying to prove, bro? You're not in a movie, bro. Chill out. Unless you have no choice but to fight two people, like you literally have no choice, then you could try to make it happen. But you know, catch him dolo. That's your best bet. He said I had severe bleeding and a bad concussion. But that's exactly what I'm saying, because that situation is like I said, even fighting 1 versus 3 is nothing. You don't have to do that. You shouldn't have to do that. You gain nothing. You're at a disadvantage. Somebody is gonna try to severely injure you, bro. And it really doesn't matter what you think you're gonna do, because it's more numbers. Like when I fought 3, 4, 5, 4, I feel like 4 guys, two guys is trying to tackle me, bro. So it's like I can't even move because I'm trying to get them off of me. You know what I'm saying? Because if they get on top and push me to the ground, it's over. It's done. Now it's just a stomp party on YS. Stomp party on And that's what's going to happen in 1v3, 1v4, 1v5, stomp party on YS. And then it's like more guys are always excited to get in their lick. So one guy might have got to punch you how he wanted. Now he want to jump on your head because you're on the ground. You know what I'm saying? He said he did. Yeah, Weez IRL though, man. But you gotta avoid those situations, man. That was a life lesson right there. That's not even worth it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Going through something like that is not even worth it, bro. At the end of the day, it could have been serious. God blessed you to be alive. Now you kind of move different now, man. You gotta, I don't know, you gotta think of yourself as you just went through an experience to get better. You feel what I'm saying? What music do I listen to? I like all types of music, bro. I like R&B music. I like hip hop music. I love indie music. I love reggaeton. I ain't gonna lie, I never used to really rock with country, but I really kind of like some country songs, bro. They're pretty good. He said it ain't worth it. Yeah, it ain't worth it, man. Donovic, exactly. 5 guys, that's an L, and you gotta take the L. It hurts because you don't want to take the L, but it's like, bro, you're outnumbered, bro. At the end of the day, when you outnumber JID, everybody keep asking me about JID. He's always been a decent rapper. He's rapping with Cole. It's like you can't win if you really outnumber, bro. You can, but it's gonna take a lot. So let me take that back. You can win, but you have to tap in to a place that you just be willing. You gotta be willing to just go all out. When I say it's like do or die, because in that situation, there's a possibility you could die. Though, Weez, you know what I mean? But you gotta take that L, man. You know, sometimes you gotta take that L. That L always gonna hurt you the most when you get jumped, because you like, man, they some cakes, they some this. You know, they scared and all this, and it's like, man, at the end of the day, they couldn't take you one-on-one. You should look at it more from the perspective of they was threatened. You feel what I'm saying? Anybody that has been jumped by like 2, 4, 5, 6 people, they was scared of you, bro. I don't care what they say. They was scared of you. Cause if one guy out of like 4 or 5 or 3 knows he got backup, they were all scared. They said, look, we need we need to get together, and our strength and us together equals his. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, equals his. They were scared of you. So don't look at it from a perspective, you got to get revenge. Just look at it like, man, dang, I must be really kind of like a threat to these guys to where they got to literally get together to gang up. Yeah, they knew that one person couldn't fight bro 1-on-1, so it got three. But you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it is. You know, they were scared of you. Is my mustache connected to my mask? Nah. Y'all just gotta be smooth, man. I made a video today on how to avoid confrontations, man. If you haven't watched it, man. The first thing is dismissal. You know what I mean? I don't want to like reiterate what I said, so just go watch it, man. Get good at dismissal, bro. First step. You know what I'm saying? He said nowadays, be careful, they will hurt you over everything. Anything and everything. That's right, Autumn B27. He said, somebody had asked me good questions though. Y'all ask me good questions, it opens up the topic for us to talk about more stuff. Rag guy said, did it hurt when I fell from heaven? I don't know. I think we all fell from heaven. He said, don't do things to try to stand out. Personally, I feel like I'm not really doing anything to try to stand out, man. I'm 32, organic. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry special, man. I ain't get the KD yet, you know what I mean? He said, I avoided all cause I have kids. I'm protected in my city. Everyone knows. Yeah, man. Just be on some dolly time, man. You seem like a good brother. You've been through a lot. And right now, the key is staying to yourself and realizing who's worth your time. Said, has a person that runs yapping. Dang, the chain yapping those little does. I don't even know what Amanda Kuros is saying. Unc. He said, dang, Unc, and I'm 27. Whoa, Autumn, you getting it? Steph Curry. But what y'all gotta understand is, you know, there's nothing wrong with getting older. Most people kind of frown upon it because everybody wants to pretend to stay younger, but it's like it's inevitable to get older, bro. It's no not getting older. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. I'm at the same age as you. So at the end of the day, everything gets old, bro. Dogs, animals, food. It's inevitable. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, be happy you 27, bro. It's people that ain't make it to 27. You know what I mean? Be happy you 28. You about to be 28 in October. Be happy you made it to a certain age. Because there's a lot of people that died early, like passed early. 16, 15, 19, you know what I mean? Like, he said, right now, where's your stream at with your face? What happened? Oh, yeah, they so obsessed with me showing my face, man. But I don't know. If we start really getting up there, I might do a face reveal. Who cares? You know what I mean? But I really don't care about that right now. They care about that so much. You know, but y'all still rock with me even with the Scully, right? He said, nah, don't do that. Nah, I know he's, you know, sometimes just hype him up, though. Weez, you feel me? I gotta hype him up. Promise him. Exactly. Somebody said they seen something weird. Yeah, Weez, you know, I'm playing with them. Somebody said they seen something weird in the sky too, orbs. Most definitely. And a lot of this stuff, bro, I'm telling you, a lot more people. Nah, my nails is cut, bro, but I just had like a hangnail. You know what I'm saying? I had to get the hangnail off. It was bothering my finger. But a lot of people are seeing stuff like this, but it's like it's hard to tell someone and then have them believe you. It's hard. Like you tell somebody you seen something crazy, they're like, man, get out of here, man. You gotta have a video, literally. Like a video. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got you ain't got no video, bro, they not believing you, bro. Cause they mind not set up like that yet. So even when I see something crazy, it's like a movie. Like, what the heck is this? It's like, how do I even think? I don't know what to think. So, but we gonna see a lot of that stuff though. Watch. Yeah, we gonna see a lot of that stuff. Yeah, only those with the mind that's open, man. Some is locked. He said they mind not set up. Yo, Roxy, you should make a T-shirt with that phrase. That's a hard phrase, right? They mind not set up. What? Come on now. Who's saying stuff like that? Nah, Roxy, you might have to coin that phrase for me, dog. Can we put that in doggy coin or something? Dodge coin? We gotta coin that phrase. They mind not set up. What? Bars. Autumn, that's crazy. He said, Sands, what's your question? He said, Dodge, I meant Dodge coin. He said doggy coin. We might have to make doggy coin too, you heard? And then try to sell it to all dog owners. You feel me? We getting creative on a lot. I be having crazy ideas, fam. Yo, shout out to Donovic. You know what I mean? He's a foreigner. I'm a foreigner too. We all foreigners, man. If the earth was to end soon, what would my last meal be? It would have to be my favorite meal, which is acheke. Now, y'all don't know what acheke is, but I don't want to explain it now because I'm actually do a video and show y'all exactly what it is. But that's why I had to eat acheke with like 2 pieces of cornbread. Give me a little bit of honey packets, not the ones y'all thinking about, the honey packets for the cornbread, bro. You know what I mean? And freshly pressed strawberry kiwi juice. Real fruits, you heard? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? For my last meal. What y'all want me to put y'all on? Like, what type of knowledge, man? Y'all give me something to talk about that y'all want to know about that I might know about. I don't know everything, but what I do know, I'll share. You know, I'm still learning myself. Now, cornbread, bro, cornbread, if it's made by the right person, it tastes so good. You know what I'm saying? It tastes so good, bro. It's like almost, it tastes like cake. You know what I mean? Without all the icing and all of that. Dye bands. Man, a lot of that, the FDA and all that, man, Food Drug Administration, man, it's a big company, man. And the best thing I can say, because I can't really talk much about that, you know what I mean, is you guys gotta really do a lot of research on a lot of what you eat, bro. And a lot of what you eat isn't really what we eat, because I used to eat a lot of this stuff, bro. Is really messing up our bodies, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, one thing I'm gonna talk about right now, I'm gonna put a lot of people on, a lot of people that probably struggle with hair growth. And most people that like have hair loss problems, they drink a lot of energy drink. There's stuff in energy drink that literally goes to get your joints going off top, bro. And you gotta really start doing research on what these ingredients are. Like, that's really on the labels. You gotta do research on them. If you're not doing research on them, it's gonna be stuff in there that you're not even supposed to be having in your body, bro. And personally, I stopped eating a lot of stuff when I started researching stuff, man. You gotta research stuff what you eating. Like, I used to love eating like a bunch of like just silly stuff, like when I used to see people, I seen a video of like the up close of the chips, and I'm like, dang, is that many organism on the chips? I'm not eating them chips. So I started making tortilla chips at the house. You feel me? But I'm not saying I'm living so much better, bro. I'm not juicing or nothing like that yet, which I would love to do. But these are small steps. It's like, I'm not really buying chips at the store. I'm making tortilla chips at the crib. I go get the tortilla shells and make them joints at the crib. You feel me? At the end of the day, it's like, cause I understand, like, okay, a lot of these chips, there's ingredients in there that isn't real. It's gonna mess with my body, you know what I mean? Although I've been liking them for a while, I gotta switch it up. You know what I'm saying? So have you had gumbo? Yeah, bro, I'm African, bro. We call it pepper soup. I got some in the fridge right now. You know what I mean? Spicy. Got fish in it, crab in it. I don't really like lobster, shrimp and stuff like that. I like crab though, bro. Crab and fish. Got crab and fish in there for me. We got something in there called bony fish. It's like a different type of fish for real. Um, yeah, man. Love gumbo. Gumbo is something that's going to fight the cold in your body. You dig what I mean? If you got like a cold brewing, you can have some gumbo, boy, with you know, you've had some crackers, biscuits on the side if you really want, but I like gumbo with rice. I go dumb. He said, "How are you, bro?" I don't know what Aaron is talking about. Yo, bless you too, Michael. You said, "How do I stay positive when I'm going through the mud?" And I think about my highlights, man. That's a real good question right there because it's very difficult. You feel me? Especially when the most difficult part about being in the mud is this: is being in the mud and knowing that you got a lot of potential, bro. You heard what I'm saying? Because some people, they don't care about being in the mud. Let's be honest. Some people, they in the mud. This is what they want. They want to be in the mud. They making decisions to be in the mud. They not being responsible to be in the mud. You know, they don't care about not being in the mud. For the ones who you just trying, you trying to make some shake and it's just not really happening how you want it. You gotta go back to your highlights, man. And when I say highlights, it's like thinking life. You have good moments and you have bad moments. You feel me? Now, most of the time as people, bro, we going through some stuff. We really stress more about the bad moments. Does that make sense? That mean like you might have had 17 cars in the past, I don't know, that's an exaggerated example. Let's say 4 or 5 cars in the past 3 months. Boom, you get this car now. This car go down on you. You tend to put more energy into that situation. You know what I mean? You like, oh man, my car just went down, bro. Like, dang, bro. So it's harder when you have that energy so invested. When I'm going through those moments, I tend not to put so much energy in the situation. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it cross my mind like, dang, man, I ain't making as much cheese as I want right now. That's crazy. But then I remember back when I was just getting all the guala. Like, yo, I was getting all the guala right there. Cause that's still me. People kind of forget who they are when they're going through the mud because they put so much energy through the situation that they're going through that they forgot that they had situations that were more successful. They were really having their way. They forget all about that, bro. So I go back to those times because there's no difference between when you was having and when you not having. It's just your mindset. You know what I'm saying? When you was having, it don't mean you had everything going 100% right. You still had problems, bro. But you were just having, like, the problems didn't matter. When you not having, it's like the problems matter. You not having. You feel me? Yeah. So you just gotta know who you are. It all goes back to know your heart. So it's like when I say my highlights, it's like thinking back, like, oh man, I was somebody who once was making a lot of money a week. Even though I might not be getting the money I want right now, I'm still the same person, bro. It's nothing changed. It's just the situation. It's still the same person. Like, let's say you a mechanic and you was fixing like 27 cars a month or something crazy. And then the next few months, you only doing 2, 3 cars. You know, of course you want to be doing 27 cars. That's what you used to. You know what I mean? But now there's a shift in what's going on, the situation where you might only be doing 5, 6 cars a month. But now because you're doing 5, 6 cars a month, you start to think different. You start to not feel like you're the same person. That's what tends to happen, bro. So just like you said, having that inner peace, bro, and understanding like, okay, even if I have 100,000, bro, I'm still gonna be YS. Shoot, if I have $5, I'm still gonna be YS. It just I might be like, dang man, I gotta think of how to spend this $5. You feel? But that's how it is. There's no other secrets, bro. Like all of y'all had like a lot of great highlights in your life. So even if you're going through a tough time right now, go back and think about that highlight to remind yourself you're still the same person. You feel me? Yeah, you're still the same person. Cause everything I'm saying now, if you leave, you think about it, like you had ups, you had downs, and when you up, bro, you never really have the thought of like not feeling good, like you know what I mean, negative. You up. Like you thinking like, yeah, I'm having my way right now, like we straight. Though most of the time you only get the feeling negative when things are not going our way, and then we start to forget like, yo, we still the same person, the person that was up, the person that was down. Only difference now is you down, then you gonna be up again. You know what I'm saying? So it's just important, bro, to just know you not changed. Nothing's changed. You just not having your way, bro. And how you act when you not having your way is important. He said, truth is, yeah, that's facts. It is. When you hurting, your pockets dry, you not having your way, you kind of like tend to forget like, oh man, like you forget who you are, bro. So it's like, nah, go back, place yourself in those moments when you wasn't hurting. You was a different person. So keep that same person intact. Don't start thinking different, because then you become negative. Cause now you mad. Now you jealous. You know what I'm saying? When you was having fun, when you was having it. When I say you having, it's like rigs out. When I say you having, that mean, bro, whatever you have your mindset on at the time is working. Your plans are working. You're making money. If it's school's going great. Whatever, bro. You having. That's what I call having. That's called having your way. You know what I mean? When you not getting the job you want, you ain't getting in classes you want, you can't get the car you want, you're not having. That when you like, man, everything sucks. That's when that vibe comes in, like, but you can't let that vibe come in, because you gonna have and have not. You know what I mean? So just remember, like, it's gonna be like that. Cause, bro, I'm telling you, it was so many times we used to go to the casino and just gamble. And now I think back on that time, like, dang, we just was blowing bread. But we was having to where it didn't matter, bro. It didn't matter. Bro, I remember one time, I tell y'all a story. This how much, I'm telling y'all the facts, bro. This didn't matter. Exactly, organic. Because once you have them, you would miss them, I promise you. So me and my homie, we had foreigns, bro. Me and my homie, we used to pay. We was having a good summer, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you seen 50 Cent come like serious on Power, the 50 Boys with Big Meats, that's how he would describe us from his perspective this summer. So we was having a good time, bro. I'm talking about when we went to eat, we spending $30 a meal. We eating gourmet. Well, we at the studio where they eating 4 for 4s. So they hating. They like, man, what y'all eating? He eating 3 meat entree, you know what I mean? I'm eating this. We eating. We ran around in the foreigns. And I remember we had we had this payroll mechanic on deck. There's a backyard. This is his homie, he know. So the backyard mechanic, my man's been knowing him for a while. He done fixed cars and they did little small stuff. So we ran around in this BMW one day. My boy had like an aqua blue BMW. It's joint tough. Some nice rims. I remember we went to the store to get some wood. It'd just be, man, him. Wood, plays, food, condo, vibes. You know what I'm saying? Just me and bro until we go to the studio and link with other people. So Bro, I remember the radiator blew. Like, when I say the radiator blew, I'm talking about a radiator blew. Wow. So we were right by a shop. So really the backyard mechanic, he was kind of shady. So bro was like, man, I don't know if I really want to spend this bread with him. Bro, we was having so much at the time. I'm like, man, we right here by this shop right now. Let's walk over there and see what they charging. Bro, we go over there, the radiator, they like, yeah, we could change it for like 300. Boom, cash them out. Radiator change. We drive off 30 minutes later, like, but it's like, let's say we didn't have it 300. You know what I'm saying? Now it's different. Now we not thinking positive, bro. Now we kind of mad that the radiator just blew. We ain't got 300. Now we kind of in a bad mood, negative state. You feel me? That's the same story right there, bro. There's no difference. It's just we had the bread. My boy literally cashed out the 300 that day because he had it. I know he had it. His thing was, he's like, bro, I always up a meat roll. Like that was bro thing. He come around, he like, you got a meat roll on you? he's like, me and bro keep them knots. Cause this is what he did regularly. Like, so that was bro thing. Like, I'm telling you, like, certain guys, your friends, you know they tendencies. This was my homie tendency. If he get in the car, he'll be like, man, me and my bro, we keep them knots. He up in the meat roll. A meat roll, like, you know, some stack of bread. Then I up my meat roll, like, man, put your meat roll up. We meat roll boys, man. Like, that's what we call a stack of money. But at the time, we was getting money to the point where, like I said, when you having your way, you don't got time to be depressed. The only time you get depressed and sad and in the mud is when you're not having your way. But you can't forget, like, at one point you was having your way. You know, now you might not be having your way. You know, it's a part of life. You gotta stay the same. Yeah, meat roll and knots, man. You know what I'm saying? Chicken. Why would it be called a meat roll? Because sometimes money is referred to chicken. Chicken is meat. It's rolled up in a band. Meat roll. You know what I mean? Don't take it different, my guy. I don't know. Y'all like taking stuff different, so I gotta break it down so you get it. You know what I mean? They can't say chicken roll because that literally sounds like something on the menu. uh, nah, FHL, man. Love. Yeah, if they call it chicken roll, it sounds like they serving that joint at the restaurant. I got a chicken roll here. Nah, I got a meat roll on me. I got a knot. It's something my bro would do every time he get in the car. He like, man, you know I gotta up the meat roll, bro. But yeah, that relates to the question to what you said. When things are positive, you good. When you're not having your way, you get negative. So don't get negative when you're not having your way. It's a part of life. You're gonna be up and down until you finally stabilize. You know what I mean? What else y'all got to ask me though, man? That was good. Now these stories is facts, man. If I could like slide little pictures into the live, I would, so you could see what I'm talking about. My boy cashed out on the radiator, no bluff. It was probably like more than 300 too, I think, because they had to charge him 2 something for labor. So, but he used to keep like 2 bands on him, so it was nothing for him to spend. No cap, these are real stories. Right? Like I can't believe that, this is true, bro. At that time, we used to even go gambling at the casino. This how much we didn't care, bro. We would go to the casino, and sometimes my bro would lose like at least a rack. I ain't gonna lie. After like 300-400, I'll stop, bro, because I'll be mad. I'll be ready to go. But he won't be able to walk from the blackjack table, so I'll be watching him from like the side, and I could tell when he was losing because he'll be rubbing his head like this. Then he'll look at his phone. And I send him a text like, yo, bro, you ready to dip? And he like, nah, bro, give me like 10 more minutes. But yeah, we used to go to the casino all the time, man. The casino's another thing I could talk about, man. The casino, I feel like the casino be rigged, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I used to have a game in there I really like. Shout out to Reptile, bro. It was like Spin the Wheel from Bob Barker. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was really supposed to strike this machine this night, bro. People would come in like, "Oh my God, you hit the bonus, YS. You hit the bonus." Cause bro, on the winning slot, it goes bonus. It goes bonus 5,500, 8,900, and then 9,500 or something. You feel me? So bonus is right there, 5,500, 8,900, and like 9,560 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a game where you kind of like, it's like a wheel. It's like a machine, but the wheel is spinning and you kind of like bet, but then it's like roulette, so it lands on certain spots. And then the bonus games is like koi fish. You gotta tap all the koi fish fast, bro. So, bro, I'm steady, literally max betting this joint out. Because the way you hit in a casino, unless you just had a luck of the draw and put a penny in, you might hit, but you gotta max bet the machine, bro. You gotta max bet machines. You gotta put 100, 200, $300 in there, and literally, it's called freak in the machine, bro. There's top gamblers that have explained this to me. So they put like somebody might put a ban in that jump, max bet, max bet, max bet. It's literally gonna like malfunction the machine to make you win. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I got like 250 in this jump, bro. I'm max bet, max bet is bonus game, bonus game, bonus game, bonus game. Bro, at this point, I done got 7 bonus games. I got this white lady like, oh my God, you're gonna hit the jackpot. I'm like, yeah. My friend come on, he like, yeah, let's go. Boy, I just left the blackjack table. Your junk going off over here. Boy, that junk took the whole 250. And I'm like, ain't no way, because it's been times I've been sitting next to an older lady. Bro, this lady hit 250,000. And I'm not hating on her, but I'm like, never. Boy, I literally sat down. The lady came and sat down next to me and hit 250,000. Everybody ran from their machine because they do this in the casino. And I'll be looking at them like, what's up with them? Are they okay? They all run from their machine to her machine to look like she really hit 250,000. Like it's motivation for them to go back to theirs and gamble. But I'm looking like, yes, 256,000. I swear on my life. She was right to the left of me. And I'm like, ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, after she hit, I started thinking, I'm like, nah, man. They gotta have cameras in the basement, bro. They gotta have cameras in the basement. And they kind of like really control the winners, bro. I swear. Cause dog, I literally got like 9 bonus games. There's no way I'm supposed to get 9 bonus games if I'm max betting the machine out. And the next slots after that is 55, the 55, 89, 95. No way. So it gotta be like a certain part of the casinos, right? I ain't dissing the casinos. I love the casinos. I just don't like losing. I know they be cheating in that jump for real. And this is how they be cheating, bro. It's a certain group of people that work surveillance for the machines, bro. And they basically make the call on what machines is hot, bro. I swear. They gotta be doing that, cause I was supposed to hit like 8,900 like 4 times on that machine, bro. The white lady stopped playing her machine. This other dude stopped playing here to come watch me hit the machine to take the 250. And I'm like, ain't no way. Where my bread at? I need the I need the 8,900 real quick, yo. They playing with me in here. So I left the casino that night mad. And I'm like, nah, the casino's rigged. Even at the blackjack table, boy, you had some dealers come in. They must have trick cards because they hit you with the 3, 4. Boy, it take 4 cards for you to even hit 15 or something. Y'all done experienced that sometime. And sometimes you had dealers come in and bro, you just striking the table. You striking the table. You striking the table. You ain't even got to do nothing really. So I'm like, nah, bruh. They be doing something with the cards, bro. You feel me? Because there's no way this man switch. Because you know they got to change shifts sometimes. The dealers got to change shift. So we really been in the casino all day before, bro. Where we might be playing at this table. This person got to leave because they're off work. And the new dealer comes in. My man come in. He 2, 3, 5, 4, all low numbers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, ain't no way. But for you to even hit like 10, 12, you need 3 cars from this dealer. It's like, dog, get him out of here. Get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? We don't need this man cheating with the cars. The last dealer, he hit you with the 8, 9, 7. Next car might be a 5. Boom. Okay. Now you kind of got an idea like, okay, I don't really got a hit on the next hand. I could just, chill. Because you kind of at 15. You don't want to chance it too much. But if you got to get 3 cars to just get close to 15 or 12, it's like you might bust. So they definitely be doing something with the cars. But I used to gamble a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? We used to go there every day for like 6 hours, bro. The worst part is driving from the casino when you don't win nothing and you done lost. Because the drive probably like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to tell you what casino Rock's at. Because then you might know where I'm at, buddy. Ha. But yeah, the only thing I wish I could do is play dice at the casino, but you got to be at specific casinos for that. And they be doing something with the dice. Yeah. What else y'all got though, man? I gotta go edit some of my Call of Duty clips, man. Y'all want to see my Call of Duty clips, man? Y'all check out the Patreon, bro. I'm a epic Call of Duty mobile player. You know what I mean? Once I get the game, I'm a game for y'all on here to see how nice I am. I just got a legendary gun today on there, but they be hating on me. They made it limited, but I'm gonna get the gun eventually. Yeah, Call of Duty clips. Mobile though. But listen, spin up the wheel. You like, oh my God, but bro, these Call of Duty clips are not normal Call of Duty clips, bro. These are Call of Duty clips that I literally take time to edit and make it like a movie for y'all, bro. You feel me? So you watching this, you actually might like these joints, be like, damn, this joint actually wavy. You know what I mean? Like this man actually created a whole movie off of Call of Duty clips. So that's the vibe I'm on. Now, if you, mobile Call of Duty. He said get a console. Now I had a console, but I sold it. But I want to get a PS5. But at the same time, bro, that's why I got an iPhone. That's basically a system. Play games on there. So y'all really gotta go check out the Patreon and watch one of them clips, man, and let me know. You know what I'm saying? I sold the Xbox, bro. I had an Xbox One for the longest, so I sold the Xbox One. I'm gonna just get a PS5, but I'm telling you, y'all, should I even? I can't, cause it got dang. I can't, cause it got I might be able to. I'm gonna just have to turn the music down, but dang, it takes away from the clip if I turn the music down. You get what I'm saying? Cause, bro, if can I show y'all one of the clips, bro? I just don't want it to be copyrighted though in the live. All right, hold on. I'm gonna show y'all one of the clips. Y'all gotta chill out real quick though, all right? Hold on real quick. I'm gonna show y'all one of the clips, okay? Let me see. I wonder if I could swipe off the live. It's not gonna end, right? Let me see something. Hold on. Don't leave, y'all. Wait. All right, we good, right? All right, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my other phone. I'm gonna show y'all some of the clips. I'm gonna give y'all a sneak preview, dog. Y'all let me know if it's fire at night. Hold on. Let me get my other phone, dog. Hold on. All right, we working. Now I'm risking the copyright on the live for y'all, man. So if y'all really like this clip, boy, y'all gotta really go tap into the Patreon. Hold on, I gotta transfer it to my other phone. 1 second, though. 1 second. All right, we back. All right. So wait, I'm gonna show it to y'all. I gotta put my phone on. Hold on. It's actually lit. Ah, dang, I can't take it off the charger, but 1 second, yo. 1 second. So y'all ready? All right, hold on. Y'all can see it, right? Okay.
pussy tight to the spin money buy, girl. Body right to the foot, you feel the night. And I know you feel okay. Slippers and a night, get out and I'm bookie cocky up in your line. And lifestyle, get anything you like. Mama swing pan it full. You never know I saw the killer cool. Rich before me seen V6 pan it tool. Have a pink little piano.
But it's like, bro, that shit's like one clip, bro, but it's other games, bro. I'm going so crazy. I'm nuking everybody. Like, nah, bro, he said, oh, whack, get out of here, spin the wheel. You's a hater, cuz. I got another clip I can show you, too. He talking about that one, right? He's a hater. Look, I'm gonna play the game. Hey, hating. Spin off the wheel. You's a hater, bro. Bro, you know how I know this hard? Because when I post this, bro, it's so many people that be want to play with me, King. Hold on, we gonna play it again. Bro, tell me like the transition ain't smooth. Y'all see that gun I'm using? That's a genie gun. That's the gun I told y'all they took from me today, but I'm finna get it. And I ain't never spent no money on this game, bro, so everything I got was just me off going dumb on this jump. I don't be buying nothing on the game. But this was just like a little something, man, but it's way better clips. You know, it's way better clips, way longer games where I'm going dumb on. So he said a switch it is. Nah, go to hurry playing Tetris. Hey, nah. Hey, bro, y'all hating. When y'all watch this in person, y'all be like, this joint hard. Like, this joint tough, bro. Every clip I make is tough because it's like I'm going dumb. Y'all be going dumb on it. Roxanne, I feel like you're going to have a whole new lingo from the live, man. You're going to pull up on your friends and just get the talking different. They going to be like, man, you're going to tell your friend, yo, your mind ain't set up yet. Now, Minecraft is terrible, fam. I be going dumb in Call of Duty, bro. Bro, I'm ranked. I just started that junk. I ain't gonna hold you. The only thing is when you play people that be spending money on it, bread, they be having everything. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm really ranked. Spin off the wheel. You hating. You's a hater, gang. You make me just want to play you another clip that I'm going dumb so you can see how I really be going dumb. I'm you know what I mean? Like, nah, I ain't never played Silent Hill, man. But y'all gotta go to the Patreon for the rest of the clips, though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hiding my chin. But if I pull my chin down, that shows the bottom half of my face. My 2 cents. You thought you got me? You just want me to get a console because you want to play with me, boy. You know how many people be wanting to play with me? Let me tell y'all what happens, gang. When I literally play a match, I ain't gonna lie, I be on some going dumb stuff in the match, bro. Like, it's like I get upset, bro. I don't like losing. So when we get dub, it's like I just go ultra mode or something. And I'll be going back-to-back kill streaks. Like, I'm talking about 5 kill streaks, 7 kill streaks. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes we play some real good comp. And them dudes be super shifty. Those the hard ones to kill. They slide and jump and doing all this other stuff. And it's just annoying killing those guys in the game. But when I don't be having a lot of those guys on the other squad, bro, I'm talking about I be just going dumb. I go dumb on that. I'm talking about hunter, killer drone, 3 of them, boom. Grenade. I throw a grenade in the air, right? When I'm running towards the ops, I throw a grenade in the air in the direction that I know they're running on. I say, this a Hail Mary, this a Hail Mary. You know what I'm saying? And then that jump hit, boom, normal kill. Sometimes when they hit 2, they say popcorn. You know what I'm saying? But the game's fun, man. I never thought I liked the mobile version, but I like the mobile version. I know I'm gonna get the console too, man. Semtex is better. I ain't never played Semtex, bro. You said no grenades? Yeah, I'm throwing Hail Murray grenades. I yell out to my team, Hail Mary. You know what I'm saying? Let me throw that Hail Mary real quick. I'm talking about right when the match kick off. I'm trying to get the first blood. That's how thirsty I be though. Cause I play sports, man. It's like I want to compete to the best of my ability in whatever I'm doing. So on a game, I'm trying to go stupid. I throw that Hail Mary, boy. I'm trying to hit you and your mans. Y'all running up, get blown up off rip. That's how I start out for the MVP. For the MVP. Whatchamacallit. If oh yeah, hold on. Let me show y'all my username. Any of y'all want to add me and check out my stats? Cause people be looking at my stats on there. Y'all probably think I'm talking this trash. Wait. Actually, hold on. We're gonna do it like this. I tweaked. Hold on. We're gonna watch it one more time so y'all can see my gamer tag. And any of y'all want to add me and play with me? This the chance right now. Hold on. Oh wait, guys, my bad. I got the sound on. I'm bugging. It started back. Wait, my gamer tag is in here. So y'all want to play with me? Nah, you gonna have to add me, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like, cause I don't have nothing to write on right now. And I can't even show y'all like the sentry gun kills. You know, I had the helicopter too, like. But that's my username right here, bro. You see it? YsYs. You know, go ahead and add me up, my boy. You know what I'm saying? That's the username. But nah, I be trying to go dumb in the game, boy. There's more clips on the Patreon, man. Y'all join the Patreon, man. We gonna get alive about 5 more minutes, man. Y'all ask me some good questions. I don't even know who asked about Call of Duty. Yo, Tom Riddles, why you laughing? Nah, my username on there, YsYs, rags at. Don't make that your username, though. That's not gonna be a good look. I have played against a guy on there. His name is Bati Boy. He took your idea already, rags at. Raza, he took your idea already, man. Nah. He said, please, nobody ask his man about Call of Duty. Yo, Tommy, hey, you need to get on there so I can smoke you. I run up on you like, yeah, boy. Nah. Had Tom mad, yo. Bruh, yeah, I had y'all gonna add me though. I gave y'all the username, gonna add me. We could play together, man. See what I'm really like in the game, man. I don't really like talking, bro. But I'm decent at the COD, bro. But sometimes I do play some tough comp. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? The ones that be having like the little treadmills and all that, the dogs, multiple dogs. He said, you not on here rambling tonight and telling fake stories? Levi Chino, you missed the story, man. You gonna have to run a live back, dog. You know what I mean? You missed good stories, dog. My boy Levi Chino. I told some good stories, man. You missed the stories. All the stories are legitimate though. Them stories be nice though, huh? Should I make them more captivating? Once upon a time, there was. He said, I need a blunt after this BS. Nah, you need a blunt after you saw my COD highlights. You like, dang, homie, raw. Like, yo, who's dog? Hey, I got to spin the wheel mad. He like, I need to do my highlights like that. Your highlights ain't like that, bro. My joint is a movie. You know what I'm saying? It's not generic. Boy, that's creativity. That's me being me. It's like normally I don't want normal highlights. Even if I was to go to the gym and play a pickup, I would edit the highlights. You feel me? Like so it looks like something like this. You know what I mean? But you can't really see the quality of it on through the phone. You say you're a graphic designer. Would you love to get any artwork done before, like animated portrait, logo, business card, T-shirt, cartoon graphics? Oh man, Donald Art. I would in the future, not right now. Most definitely in the future though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't even asking me nothing with the 5 minutes y'all got, man. I'm expecting y'all go dumb on the cues. Dumb on the cues. Go dumb on the cues. They say they want me to rap. All right, hold on. Let me see. Look. All right, we're going to do it like this. I told him, look, avoid confrontations. When you step outside, it's a jungle. You know what I mean? Things get gory. You out here moving slick with your hands. Couple people out here try to do you like Tory. I'm talking about without Meg. Look how dirty they did the mans. Behind them pens, talking about the bars. Who knew that this was from a lovely lifestyle? Now your boy was a pen star, writing them hits. Them album, he was coming with, I ain't gonna lie, shout out to Chris Bree. Chris Bree put that money on his book. That's none. Most rappers spent that on the wrist. You know what I mean? I told him, man, be yourself. Don't try to be nobody else out there. Because if you try to be someone else, that's like you taking a shot you never make. Each time you going to miss. But when you try and be you, that's when you going to switch. You know what I mean? Rise out, he don't really like the bars. Honestly, he look like he the type to idolize the stars. That mean he be on their knees, sucking they. I ain't had to say that word. I just placed it in your mind. That's like the telepathic rap. You know what I'm saying? While I'm reading yours. He said, better luck in round two. Better luck in round two. I ain't gonna lie, spin off the wheel. You gotta keep your head on the swivel, like a spin on the wheel to see who's around you. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm underground. Something like the groundhog moves, but I ain't afraid of nothing like an animal, more like a beast. He said, you're passing out from dropping Zans. Your eyes are dropping droopy. What do you mean? My eyes been like this. Do my voice sound different or still energized? Yeah, Donald, I don't even remember my Facebook name. I changed it a few times though, man. I'm gonna have to find it. I'm on Instagram. Check my bio. Yo, Timani, that would never happen. Timani, you need therapy today. I know it's late, but go find a book and look for look for the therapist number. You heard? Call the therapist today, Junior. Yo, Roxy, you probably trash that COD. If I see you in there, if I see anybody, if I see anybody in there with the name Roxy, I'm smoking them back to back to back. I'm gonna smoke you back to back to back to back. I'll make you quit the game, you heard? He said, Explorer said to remember 15 miles. Yeah, spin up the wheel. Yeah, man. You gonna have to download the game and add me, man. You know my username. I ain't ducking no smoke, brusky. Now I don't like doing that whole big map, me versus you. That's boring, bro. Let's go free for all with other top, ranked. You know what I mean? CODers. Let's see who number one, best of three. You know what I mean? Is other company here. He said, I don't even know XZX. I don't even know what you've been saying. You just really been typing words. Yo, Chris Ayum, how are you? Rags a pack. I don't know. Delta Force, what's that? Is that kind of like Call of Duty? I don't know. I don't know if it's better than COD, man. You could get skins in there. You got legendary guns in it. You got all that in there. You can slide in it. He said, Chad, all right. What's it called again? Tell me that. Donald, I don't have a Facebook, brother. I have Instagram. My Instagram name is in the bio. Yep. The link, I think the link is in the bio, actually. Yeah, the link. You see, Donald want me to dang, what is it? Let me see. Let me go up. What is it? I don't even know. Delta Force. You want me to play Delta Force? Man, I ain't about to get Delta Force just to play you. Nah, you funny as ever. Spin off the wheel. Look, all right, check it out. Check it out. Let's make a deal. Nah, you want me to go out my way and get Delta Force? I don't mind doing that, but then you gotta sub to the Patreon if I get Delta Force, because then I'll be just getting the game to play you. You know what I'm saying? I look for a man to have a girl who he truly cares about. You know what I mean? How you like that answer, Tamani? Bro, y'all ass be wildin'. He said, hell no. That's a dub, then spin off the wheel. That's a spin off the wheel. Come on, bro. You gotta do something for me to go want to get this game. You gotta go to the Patreon, homie. Nah, I ain't even on WhatsApp, Donald. I don't even give my number out, broski. You just gotta go IG, man. You gotta go IG. Mika, not yet, man. I'm waiting to get structured and organized before I waste anyone's time with that. You know what I mean? I won't be serious. Nah, Rockstar, I would never do that, bro. It's not my vibe, buddy. Chill guy, just like chilling. He said censorship is crazy right now. Bro, every time they get in the chat, they just some of the stuff they be saying, you could tell where their mind, how old they are, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of grown-ups they not really saying this type of stuff. Bro, these guys sound like creeps. Tamani, bro. I'm gonna have to put you in a timeout, boy. You sound like a super creep, bro. We gotta put homie in a timeout, man. Nah, marriage takes time, effort, and resources. Don't let nobody lie to you. Marriage just ain't based off love, bro. You know, marriage takes time, effort, and resources. You gotta have all of that, bro. If you don't, you know, it's not gonna work out, but it's gonna be tough. Yeah, I'm married to the ski man's Raza. Yeah, I'm sorry, Donald, man. Get a new Instagram and add me, my boy. Remy Farson from Australia, Sydney. What's up, Remy? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all 5 more minutes, man. 5 more minutes. Ask me some questions. If we get a good topic and I gotta explain a lot, I keep going. You know what I'm saying? Or yo, Turi, I love you too, man. Yo, thank you, thank you. My boy said smoke a bleeze. I was gonna do that after I get off. You know, I told you I gotta edit these Call of Duty movies that I produce. What's my favorite era, man? I would say the 2000s, bro. Things was just, I don't know, different. You know what I'm saying? But I think this era is good because this era helps you make $1 million if you stay focused. Do I smoke with a mask on? Nah, I literally, once I get off here, I take the mask off. I only wear a mask when I'm on here. If I go outside, I don't have a mask. Mm-hmm. Exactly, spinning the wheel. That era right there was the best era, bro. Man, you gotta ask something specific. Do I have a million masks? Now, right now I got 3. Well, 4. I got a Scully, like a full Scully with the ones that look like you could wear in the wintertime, but it's more thicker. So I don't really like wearing that junk because it's for that purpose. I got another one that's orange, but I don't really like the orange. At first I liked the orange, but now I don't really like the orange. This is one of my favorite ones, and I got a brown one. He said, is it hot in your state right now? Yep, it definitely is. Well, it's kind of off and on, man. Sometimes we have storms. Then sometimes it's super hot. Yep, sometimes it's super hot. He doesn't even want the water to see his lining. Yeah, man. You know, I don't even. You gonna rob a bank? Nah, never, man. I don't never want to get locked up, bro. That's thug. You said I'm in Illinois or Missouri. Dang, Missouri, kind of close. Samsung, you're kind of close, buddy. How you know I'm in kind of by Missouri, man? How you know you stalking me, tracking me right now, though? Nah, I'm in Mexico for real, though. Spin off the wheel. Hey, Mika is with the feds now. Mika and Samson, they work for the feds, you know what I mean? He said, I know you personally. Samson, you probably like the second guy that come on here. If you come to my house, what you coming here for, brother? I don't even have friends, so you wouldn't even get in. Yo, word for Sizzle one Grizzle. Master Blaster. Nah, leave Rod God. Rod God got like a mental issue, bro. He's ultimately bored at home. Every time he joins the chat, that's his vibe. Spam a bunch of silly questions. Yeah, I got AC in the crib. If I open a door, you can hear it. Y'all hear that? Yeah. So you said then why wear the mask? Cause the mask is for YouTube, Rockside. Why don't you get that, broski? It's for YouTube, buddy. YouTube, man. Ace Beats, what's BK Brooklyn? What's that? Nah, I actually eat corn in regular products. Nah, I ain't from Brooklyn. I'm from NY though, man, Long Island. Bro, where y'all minds be, bro? Why y'all be so freak boy status, man? Y'all be freak boy status. Hey, shout out to my man Ace Beats out there in Brooklyn. What Brooklyn at? What Brooklyn at? Yo, Fab, used to be one of my favorite rappers. Man, Samson, you a federal agent. You need to search for a better photo to put up there. New York all day. Let go. Word. Word, you heard? Hey, yo, one thing I can say, if you want to go to a place that's lit in the summer, bro, New York is lit in the summer, bro. Every block, I'm talking about every block is lit in the summer in New York, bro. It's folks just chilling, playing music on the block. You feel me? Just sitting outside, like, you know what I'm saying? That's you want to go out there. You just gotta know how to really move, but every block is folks chilling. It's 24/7, you heard? People outside now. No cap. You say out into the West Coast. Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up, Maya. Hopefully you get you a West Coast guy, man. All the West Coast guys, report to Maya Garrett. Maya Garrett. Yo, my boy in here typing Russian. Yo, thanks, Al B. Fuller, man. Just trying to put in work, boss. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should create content, man. Thanks for checking out the channel, bro. I appreciate you even being on the live, man. Shout out to the 24 people on the live, man. I usually try to interact with the live after my storytelling, you know, so I can vibe with them before I get off. Yeah, facts, you heard? I like the name, though, Al B, you know what I mean? That's a good name, broski. You got to keep going, bro. We got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? You say I look like I just came out of GTA. Nah. I always say I look like I just came out of GTA, bro. Salute to you too now. What kind of character I look like I just came out of GTA? CJ from San Andreas. Nah, these the Cardis, man. These the Buffs, man. Excuse me. These the Cardis, bro. You said tell a story. Man, I just feel like I done gave y'all. He said he on way over here too. Yeah, these the Cardis, man. These the going to court. Sophisticated brother. You know what I mean? Innocent, smart guy, Cardi's. I'm trying to think of what story to tell y'all, man. That's not gonna take too long. He said your high school days. And you want to hear about high school, bro? What story can I even tell you from high school, bro? I don't even really remember. I really don't remember a lot of the stuff, man. You said laugh by, you said I deserve many. Man, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. You know, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing right now. I'm gonna be a being with y'all. At first, when I first got on YouTube, I ain't gonna lie. I thought getting subscribers was the toughest thing to get, bro. I swear. That's love, Albie Fuller. Thank you, man. Love, thank you for the sub, bro. You feel me? Appreciate you. But bro, getting on watch hours, dog. Nah. The watch hours, boy, I'm telling you, that's more work. You really gotta grind for the watch hours, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know I could do mad longer lives, but I would just want the lives to be much more interactive with you guys, just so it's not boring. You know what I'm saying? But the watch hours, bro, you really gotta grind for that, man. Nah, facts. Hey, I'll be fully saying I don't even care no more. Nah. Nah, hey. He said, I'm making 20 bands a month advertising. I know you broke at this point to go watch hours. Go watch your money. Well, thanks, Jorge, man. I'm glad you think I'm such a guy. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. I'm glad you making 20 bands a month. Would you say 10 bands a month? Keep doing that, man. Everybody should make 10 bands a month. But nah, though, I'll be sure. Don't give up. The shorts help you get followers, but you gotta go live, bro. I think the live help out a lot, but still though, them hours, boy, yeah, you get them Johns trickling. They trickle them out. YouTube know what they be doing. They shout out to you, Jorge and Serenity. I know you was trolling, bro. You wanted me to give you a certain response, and I flipped it. You know what I mean? Flipped the script. Yeah, you gotta go live, bro, because the live it's like streaming. So it's like it's more people are watching it in live in real action. How long it take you to get live status? I think you can have it after 70 subs. 60 or 70 subs. You should have it. Yeah, you might have to I mean, they're in my chat, so Micah T, you're not exempt. They're gonna be in your chat, but what you think? They only gonna be in YS chat? They not gonna be, they in everybody chat, bruh. They in some of my some other inspirational YouTubers chat that I watch too. They in their chat too, talking crazy. So it's a part of just being live. But live is fun though. I would say YouTube chat is lit because I do TikTok chat, and this chat is much more lit than TikTok. You know what I'm saying? It's just this chat is constant back to back comments, different comments. You know what I'm saying? So go live, bro. That's the sauce I can give you, man. Go live, interact with your followers, cause it helps you in the long run. Like these my folks, man. You know what I'm saying? Next time, I drop the next food video or whatever, they gonna want to see if that's my favorite food or based on the title, they gonna rock with it. So they know my personality. So if I'm in a video being me, it's like, yeah, that's how you be acting on live for real. So that's the best part about live. Nah, it do though, but I just try not to really pay attention to it. Some people be saying crazy stuff. Like the one dude, he was like, sit still. And I'm just like, this man creepy. Had to put him in time out real quick. But they just want to get a knowledge, man. They just want somebody to say what's up to them. I understand. I got you. Feel me? Somebody might say something trolling and I flip it on them. Like this one dude today, he like, man, I can't believe you're 62 years old and you're on here. I'm like, dang, bro, I'm sorry that you're 62, but I would love to get to 62. he started dying. You know what I'm saying? Laugh, laugh, laugh emoji. But it's like, you know, I could get mad like, I am not 60 tall. And it's like, bro, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Who cares, bro? At the end of the day, when I flipped it, it made him laugh. I done had a dude come on here, bro. He literally had me crying on here. He didn't even say nothing. You know, I read everybody's name. Tom Riddle, OM3 Jack. Bro came on here. His name was NIG space space ER. So I'm trying to read the junk. I say Nick. Then I say the ER part. I'm like, dog, you just made me say the N word. You know what I'm saying? So it be a lot of just funny people, dog. You know what I mean? And some of them are actually funny. Like there's this one dude who insulted me because I could take a joke, bro. I can understand good humor. Like, and like now if you're being foul, it's different. But dude was like, man, don't worry. I'm not gonna judge you that you're just like, you know what I mean? But it was set up so cold to where like you only read the first part that sound encouraging. Then the last part was him dissing you talking shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was just funny because it's like, okay, I understand his humor. But all y'all just y'all cool. Y'all just be acting up sometime, man. Y'all gotta understand. I know y'all want a little attention, but just come in as you. Don't come in wildin'. No, I'm not from America. Kit Lee Lau. Kent Lee Lau. How you say your name? La Joy or Lau? Omar Johnson. Is this the real Dr. Omar Johnson? Dr. Umar, what happened to your funds, man? What happened to your funds, Dr. Umar? Joshua Johnson, West Africa. It's La Denjoy. La Joy. Okay, La Joy. Kentley La Joy. Black Balls Lightyear. Yo, shout out to Hoya Lama. Is it okay? You have an American accent? Yeah, man. I mean, I live in the U.S., brother. So I had to learn how to, you know, speak like this. Kentley La Joy, man. What y'all got going, man? I'm gonna give y'all 5 more minutes, and I'm out this joint. I gotta go edit these clips. Everybody, yo, shout out to Jessica Brunette. Appreciate you. Everybody, make sure you go to my Patreon. I need some of you guys to hit up the Patreon, man. I can't have all this content on the Patreon that's y'all not tapping in, man. It's a lot of good stuff on there. Hey, man, everybody been saying that. The Mustachio. Shout out to Chris Cole 565, man. Are you for friends? Parlez-vous français, Kentley? Merci beaucoup. Je m'appelle Yes. Comment tu t'appelles? I already know your name, but, you know, that's just my French right there. Oi. Yeah, it's lit. 30 minutes drive. Smooth. My boy said 30 minutes. Shower. You about to shower. Okay. I like showering early. I don't like showering late, bro. I like doing everything early. I brush my teeth early. Now I shower early. You feel me? Joshua Johnson, that must be like an inside joke. I'm going to say these, who's these? And you're going to say nuts, right? I already know where you're going. He said, I'm trying to get rid of my accent, but it's going to take a while. I mean, having a French accent is cool, bro. You should appreciate that. Women like accents. They're like, oh, where you from? When they hear your accent. That gives you an advantage. Yo, what up? Get entertained. You know how many smooth guys talk to women and they don't even know what they're saying, and the girl's just like, I love your accent. Yeah, appreciate that, bro. You got a smooth foreign accent. All you gotta do is talk. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God, where you from? Well, I'm from France. Paris? You know, all the girls want to go to Paris, man. Then what was it? Fashion Week in Paris? You know, ain't Fashion Week always in Paris? I'm keeping it a bean. They all want to go to Paris, man. They famous favorite singers and actresses in Paris. They want to go to Paris. Merci beaucoup. Shout out to Yaya from Oklahoma. Shout out to Oklahoma in the building. Yaya, man, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Back then, that was one of my favorite college teams, the Oklahoma State Sooners. You feel me? What was it? Sam Bradford. Y'all remember him as a quarterback? Yeah. My boy Sam Bradford used to get crazy, go dumb. That's back then when I really liked Oklahoma Stoners. Or was it Oklahoma State? It was Oklahoma somewhere though. Isn't the one basketball player from near Shaw? Nah, Shaw is from the Canada. Oh yeah, go Pokes. Yeah. Yeah. I think Oklahoma State is Sam. That's who Sam Bradford played for. Cause y'all got orange jerseys, right? What was that? What was that? I look like the Mucinex bugs. Nah, you wild. Yeah, exactly. Sam Bradford played for what was it? Oklahoma State Sooners. Yep. That was my favorite team at the time. You know what I'm saying? Easy said, keep talking. Yeah, come on, crying shames. With a name like that, you definitely bugged out, man. Yeah, I got you though, man. We're gonna throw you in the corner real quick. Throw that boy in the corner. It's all good. I got him. Can't leave this. He's one of many, man. Put him in timeout real quick. Whoa, get entertained. Yo, get entertained. Come on, get entertained. I thought you was cool at first, bro. You on some freak boy time, man. Bro, why they all like that, bro? Gang, that's be OC. It gotta be one account running all them accounts. You get what I'm saying, Tonka? I'm not Tonka, but Cantley, it gotta be one account running all them accounts, cause bro, they be just so I don't know. They gotta be geeking. But nah, man, with all the crazy live comments coming in, you know what I'm saying? Like the freak boys, you know, I might just end it. You know what I mean? Can't leave. Nah, is it maybe it might be a good time to end it. My boy talking about separate and segregate. Why are you saying that, bro? I don't understand. Nah, can't leave. Yo, Nick, Papa Giorgio, what's up, Nick? How you doing, my guy? Hope you having a good time, man. I want to stay with y'all though, man, but I'm actually not going to. But I love y'all. I'm gonna be live tomorrow. Tomorrow Tuesday. Yeah, I'm gonna be live tomorrow in the daytime tomorrow, like probably around like 1 or something. You say, yo, you look like Snoop Dogg. Yeah, a lot of people say that to me, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just think I look like YS. Oh snap! It's 24 people. I shouldn't end. You think it's our streamers beat? As soon as YouTube don't want me to end, bro. As soon as I say I'm about to end, they flood 24 in this zone. They like, nah, if we put 24, he not ending. He's not leaving. You know what I'm saying? But man, I love y'all though, bro. Y'all all have a good night. You feel me? Check out my Patreon, man. You wanna know more about the boy? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, what else I was about to say? Y'all check out the link in my bio too, man. I got a lot of things there. I'm out of here.